Something incredible is about to happen inside this glass tank. These are fire ants, one of nature's most intelligent and relentless creatures. And today, they face something they have never encountered before. A solid steel wall, placed directly in the center of their home. The question is simple. Can 1,000 ants figure out how to get past it? We built this enclosure over 3 days. The steel is 3 millimeters thick, completely smooth on both sides. No cracks, no gaps, no way through. Or so we thought. The ants were introduced at exactly 6 a.m. Within seconds, chaos. They scattered across the entire enclosure, antennae waving, mapping every inch of their new environment. Some immediately began exploring the perimeter. Watch this one running along the base of the wall, tapping it with its antennae. It already knows something is in the way. At hour 1, the first attempts begin. They're trying to climb straight up the steel face. Fire ants can carry 50 times their own body weight. They can lift, pull, and haul incredible loads. But smooth steel? That's a completely different problem. Their legs simply can't grip the surface. They slide back down. They try again. They slide again. But here's what makes fire ants different from almost every other insect on the planet. They don't give up. They adapt. By hour 3, something shifts. A small group breaks away from the main trail. Instead of attacking the wall face, they move along the bottom edge, right where the steel meets the soil. They've found the gap. Just 0.5 millimeter between the base of the steel and the surface of the soil. To us, that's nothing. That's invisible. But to a fire ant, that's a door. 1 ant disappears under the wall. Then 2. Then 5. By hour 6, a tunnel network has begun forming directly beneath the steel wall. The ants aren't trying to climb over anymore. They're going under. At this point, 47 ants have made it to the other side. But here's where it gets truly interesting. They don't just stay there and explore. They come back. Watch, this escaped ant turns around and re-enters the tunnel. It comes back through to the original side and starts touching antennae with the waiting ants. This is recruitment behavior. It is literally telling the others, I found the way. Follow me. Hour 12. The tunnel is now large enough for 3 ants to pass side by side simultaneously. They have been engineering this passage for 6 straight hours without stopping. No sleep. No break. Just pure collective problem solving. 236 ants are now on the other side. Nearly a quarter of the entire colony, and the tunnel is only getting bigger. And then at hour 18, something happened that we did not expect. We had been watching the tunnel. We had been watching the base of the wall. But nobody was watching the top. A group of ants had quietly been building a ramp. Using soil particles. Using tiny pieces of debris. Using their own bodies as anchors, they had been stacking material against the left face of the steel wall for hours. Slowly. Patiently. Without any instruction from above. By hour 18, that ramp was tall enough. The first ant reached the top edge of the steel wall. It paused there for just a moment, antennae raised, scanning the other side, and then it went over. Then another. Then 5 more. By hour 24, 891 out of 1,000 ants had crossed to the other side. Through the tunnel. Over the ramp. By 2 completely different methods, invented independently, by a colony of insects with brains the size of a pinhead. The remaining 109? Still working on it. Still digging. Still carrying debris. Never stopped. Fire ants did what most people thought was impossible. They found not 1, but 2 ways through a solid steel wall. No instructions. No blueprint. Just instinct, communication, and an absolute refusal to accept that something cannot be done. And after that? Glass. Pure, smooth, transparent glass. No gaps. No soil. Just the ants and their instincts against a wall they can see right through but cannot touch. Let's see if they figure that one out too.